what's going on? Welcome to the Bottom Line Podcast presented by Anchor.fm. There it is. There it is. In case you didn't see on social media, that is what we've been hiding from you. And also, you have to be watching on YouTube to see custom freaking hockey jerseys. Look at this beauty that Austin is rocking right now. Show him the back, Austin. Show him the back. There it is. There it is. Beautiful. That's what we've been hiding for 3 months, and we finally can share it with the world. Austin, I can't believe that we own these. Like, these are freaking awesome. As he adjusts his little hockey flow there. Maybe the next William Karlsson right there.
I got that Adam Floquist.
But no, dude, seriously, I can't believe that we own custom jerseys for ourselves. It's really, really sick.
I mean, God, we had talked about it. We've been talking about it since I started with us.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
I know, man. Just think about it. It's been a long time.
I thought it's going to be a year here in like a week, maybe 2, since I've been on the show.
2 weeks, actually. 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 years. I want to 2 weeks because I want to say it was the 12th.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
The 12th. So it's 2 weeks. Technically 10 days.
Yeah, well, at the time of this recording, at least. But hey, you know what? Hey, it comes up faster than you think. But yes, that's what we've been hiding from you. And we may or may not be doing a giveaway on said jerseys. Little hint, stay tuned for updates. But stay tuned. If you want to enter, details to follow. Socials. Yes, follow us on socials at Bottomline WMCX, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We're going to be posting a lot more on TikTok, some behind-the-scenes content for you guys. But follow us on all socials for more info on the giveaway. It's going to be really, really awesome. But anyway, today is very interesting because the NHL trade deadline is coming up soon. And we have in front of us an article from Bleacher Report. We want to give credit to whoever wrote it. Lyle Richardson wrote the article on Bleacher Report. And he breaks down the NHL trade block big board entering the month of February 2022.
Something just popped up on my Instagram that the St. John Maple Leafs mascot, Buddy the Puffin, the guy who is the mascot, has passed.
What? Oh, yeah. God, that's awful.
Yeah.
Wow.
We just found out. Chris Abbott.
Oh, my God. Wow, that's...
Dead at the age of 51. Holy shit.
Oh, wow. That's awful. Our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. Wow, that's...
And that whole hockey team.
Yeah, the entire hockey team, too. That's awful.
That's tough.
Our condolences go out. Absolutely, yes.
I hate to break news like that, but you know.
No. Hey, any news you can break it, but you especially don't want to hear news like that. That's
no,
really,
you don't want to hear that
so
one bit.
Our condolences go out to him and the hockey team and his family and friends that knew him and loved him so much. Mm-hmm. But let's pick it back up into more positive things here, shall we? So, actually, before we continue into this discussion, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube and hit that bell so you don't miss an episode, and subscribe on all audio platforms, including when searching for this podcast. All right, so like I said before, there was only one trade that happened in January, and I forget exactly who got traded. What's that?
Which one are we talking about?
The one that happened before the end of January, I believe.
Oh, was you talking about the Nylander Lafferty trade?
That was it. Yes, thank you. That was it.
I was not a fan of that one.
Yeah, I don't know why. That did not make any sense to me.
Lafferty's playing NHL minutes with the Blackhawks, and Nylander's playing AHL minutes. So,
no, that's kind of fair. That's kind of fair.
Then we had the 2 trades today, which I'm not even going to attempt to say the first one. It was a Tampa Dallas trade.
Oh God, we already got trades going down. All right,
and then Tampa made another trade, acquiring center Anthony Richardson from the Nashville Predators in exchange for center Jimmy Huntington.
Ooh, interesting.
It's only February 1st. We're 7 weeks away from the trade deadline, and we already
and already trades are being made. This is going to be one busy deadline if
what,
that's going to be the case.
I know what I got to do soon. I've got to request trade deadline day off. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to come back from work and have to post 300 trades.
Definitely get to work on that. But anyway, this article on Bleacher Report that we have pulled up basically lists the top 10 athletes that are involved in trade rumors. And some of them I could see happening, some of them not so much. So let's just jump right into this list.
It's actually 15.
It's 15. Okay, 15. I apologize. I miscounted.
It's actually 15. And do we want to start from the top or the bottom? I feel like we should start at the bottom.
First of all, we should point out that this is in no particular order, this list. All right?
Yeah.
So we should point that out. So with that being said, let's start from the bottom of the list. Let's start off with Riley Smith of your Vegas Golden Knights. Now, why they would consider trading him?
You know why? You want to know why? You want to know why?
Why?
If we trade him away, we clear cap space.
Oh. Now, that's the thing I was going to bring up too. That's the thing I was going to bring up too, is that most of these trades are going to happen because of some dead cap space, because of COVID hitting and all that other stuff.
Jack Eichel.
Oh my God, you're terrible, man. Anyway, but no, I mean, look, if you give up Riley Smith, I mean, he could probably be worth some value, but what are you getting back?
Draft picks.
Other than that?
Draft picks.
I understand that. Look, I understand that you want to build your team for the future. I get it, but still, Riley Smith's a hell of a player, man. He really is.
You get two draft picks and a bag of pucks.
Essentially, yeah. If you think that's his value, then I'd say go nuts.
I mean, look at the Marc-Andre trade. I said it earlier in the year. I didn't like the Marc-Andre trade, and we traded him. The prospect we got, we gave him away. So we literally gave Fleury away for nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I've been questioning our general managers for God knows how long.
Yeah, well, you're probably going to be questioning them a lot more if they trade away Riley Smith, I do not see happening.
I've already said it. If you're a Vegas fan before the trade deadline, you won't be after. Because,
man.
They're talking about Carlson, Marchessault, Pacioretty, Smith, Brossoit.
Yeah, like a package deal or something like that. Why are you doing? Why?
Because we signed some freaking named Jack Eichel.
Oh yeah, you signed McNabb to an extension.
Yeah, we also signed McNabb to an extension, which I'm not very happy about.
Well, who else? Who else signed contract extensions?
It was
McNabb and two others.
It was McNabb, Amadio, and Thompson. And I mean,
Amadio, okay.
Michael Amadio, he's been doing very well for us as of right now.
Yes.
I'm going to put the emphasis on right now.
Understandably so. But no, listen. I don't see them giving up Riley Smith. I really don't.
I don't either. But then again, like you said, we did just re-sign McNabb. We just re-signed Amadio, and now we just re-signed Thompson. I mean, I've got no issue re-signing Thompson. I got to watch him play when Henderson was out here. He's a freaking brick wall. Right, yeah. And I mean, it just comes down to the fact that when cap space is needed, who do you get rid of? And if they get rid of Riley Smith as a right wing center deal, because that's what he is. He's a right wing center. Right. You can if you get rid of him, that allows you to move Stevenson down to the second line and put up Jack Eichel, which I'm not a fan of. I would. No, that's fair. Actually, I heard a rumor that the Rangers were a potential target for Riley Smith, because apparently the Rangers need a top six winger. But I don't see him fitting on the Rangers. I'm okay with it. As much as that would be nice, I don't see it, man. I don't. I get it. Lafreniere and Kakko really haven't been all that great this year, but you're really going to give up on him that quickly and get Riley Smith? I don't think so. But listen,
Bottom line is, I don't see Vegas giving up Riley Smith. I think he's staying put for the long run. And hey, if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong, but I don't see him doing it. Next player, Anton Khudobin of the Dallas Stars. Now, keep in mind, this is a goaltender. I feel like there's more value for goaltenders than wingers.
Yes.
So I could possibly see Dallas moving Khudobin if the right offer comes. But who would you get back?
That's the key there, right there. If the right offer comes. Khudobin has not been good this season. He's been very off.
He hasn't. No.
They put him down on waivers to the AHL. He's been doing okay with the Texas Stars.
Braden Holtby's doing better than him.
Holtby, who's been doing a really good, I mean, it's not really good, but I mean, he's picking up.
He's doing better than Khudobin.
He's picking up where Ben Bishop left off, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
But other than that, there's not much you can do. I mean, with like we talked about with Vegas, that Vegas is talking about getting rid of Brossoit for some odd reason. I mean, maybe you could see a trade Khudobin for Brossoit. You never know.
I mean, be a possibility. I mean, Brossoit's no scrub. He can
Brossoit's. I mean, I would rather have Brossoit than Leonard. It's sad, but it's true.
Of course, you would.
Like I made the comment earlier in the week. Sure, Brossoit has a goals against average of like a 3.05, but Leonard's right there too. Leonard's got a save percentage or a goal against average of 2.79 right now.
Right.
Neither of them are great.
No.
But I mean, when you have nights like Leonard has had where it's 6-7 goals in a night, it's not good. Granted, that's usually when they bring Brossoit in, but still. And I mean, I don't know what Khudobin's stats look like right now. And just because I'm curious, I'm going to go look. Khudobin's stats right now in the season, played 9 games, 3 wins, 4 losses, 1 OT. A goal against average of 3.63, save percentage of 0.879. So, like I said, he's not great either.
Oh, and by the way, let's not forget to bring up this little factor here. He's 35 years old. He's no spring chicken here.
No.
He's not getting any younger. So if he's going to go to a contender, now might be the time for him.
Yeah, now's the time to do it. I mean, you saw what he did with Dallas when they went to the Cup Finals. I mean,
yep, exactly.
And I think that was a 1 year. I think that was a 1 year thing. And I mean,
yes.
You look at what he did last year. He didn't do great last year, and this year he's just not great either.
Listen,
he's definitely a question.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a name to watch for, in my opinion. I can definitely see Dallas trying to make a move to trade him to a potential Cup contender. Again, he's no spring chicken, so now's the time, Dallas. I mean, it's
the same thing as one of the other players we're going to talk about here a little later.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of which, let's move on to Vancouver now, shall we?
With Connor Garland, I don't.
And
see
JT Miller.
Well, yeah,
2 players who are potential.
Okay, well, JT Miller's
for a trade bait.
JT Miller's been rumored for a while, but I think.
Well, yeah, but ever since he came back, ever since they hired the new coaching staff, Vancouver's been right back in the swing of things.
Yes.
So you really think they're going to make like a big move here?
But also with JT Miller, a lot of these rumors have shut up after his hat trick he had the other night. He had, I think it was either a 3 or a 4 goal game where it was a random because he usually isn't that good. I mean, he just came up out of nowhere.
Yeah, he basically said, "Shut the hell up! I don't want to be traded."
And I mean Connor Garland, he's not great this year. He definitely did not want to leave Arizona. He was happy in Arizona,
right?
Which I don't know how, but
yeah, if you play for look, I get the Coyotes might be a tremendous organization with nice people, but you're such a bad team. It's such a joke how bad the Coyotes are.
It's literally what Buffalo they're literally trying to pull a Buffalo. What they want to do is they want to just suck so bad that they get the first overall pick. And once they get that first overall pick, they're going to rebuild right around that.
I just feel bad for Phil Kessel for him being on that team. I mean, holy crap.
I mean, yes, but we'll talk about Phil later. It's not been his year yet either.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
And I mean,
listen. No, go ahead, Austin. I'm sorry.
And I mean, if Vancouver does make a trade, it would be smart to put both Garland and Miller into a bundle deal.
Yo, I mean that's pretty much the only way I could see that happening. If they put two of them together and get them for a couple of draft picks and potentially a veteran. Well, at least another veteran, I should say. But
not even a veteran, just even if you can get a lower end prospect for him, he'll be fine.
Yeah, that could work too. That could work. You're right. But yeah, now let's go to Detroit. Nick Leddy.
See,
did they just get him? Like, why would you be looking to get rid of him when you just got the guy?
I mean, not just that. I still don't understand why the Islanders got rid of Nick Leddy.
Yeah, that's another big question mark.
Like, I understand it was to help clear for Chara.
Yeah, but
Chara's contract's only sitting at $1 million right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I would have kept Nick Leddy.
Yeah, I would have. I mean, getting rid of both Nick Leddy. Let's see, who did they get? They got rid of Nick Leddy. They lost. Who'd they lose?
They lost Eberle to Seattle.
They lost Eberle to Seattle. Like, losing those two were a big hit for the Islanders. And now Detroit wants to get rid of Nick Leddy.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense unless they know something that we don't know. But I don't see why you get rid of a guy who you just got.
And I mean, there's not much we can say about Nick Leddy right now either, because it's just so weird.
It's very weird. Absolutely very weird.
And I mean, this next one's just as weird.
Yeah. Mark Giordano? Seattle? Didn't you just name him the captain?
Exactly.
Why?
That's Seattle's captain they're talking about getting rid of.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know.
It makes no sense.
You want to show your team the biggest F you alive. You're like, hey, guys, we're going to trade your captain away.
Yeah.
I mean,
look,
sure.
I understand. I don't mean to cut you off, Austin, but I understand. Look, Giordano's 38, and I understand he's going to be a free agent, but trade away your captain after you just got him to captain your franchise? No, don't do it. Don't do it. No. It makes no sense to me.
I mean, it's more, and it could easily be the thing of his age, and they're expecting him to retire within the next year or two.
Probably, but
it's
even
still.
I think he's still got a little bit of something left in the tank, though.
And I mean, it also doesn't help that Seattle's not great.
Well, no, but keep in mind it's their first year in the league. They're still trying to gel everything together.
Yes, but a lot of people expected them to be like Vegas and come in and go to the Cup Finals their first year.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you put too much expectations on a brand new team.
I mean, not only that, they could have had a lot. Seattle could have had a lot during the expansion this year, and they were like, "Oh no, we'll take this guy here, this guy here. Oh, this no name from this team."
Yeah,
I mean, you could have had people like Carey Price.
Yeah,
as your goaltender. And you were like,
but no, you decided to go with Philip. Look, Philip Grubauer.
I mean, no disrespect to Grubauer. He's stepping it up finally.
But Carey Price is way better than Grubauer.
Not even that. You could have had both Price and Grubauer. But you decided to take Grubauer, Vanacek, and Drieger.
I forgot about Drieger.
Who, by the way, congratulations to Chris Drieger on his engagement.
Yeah, well, yes, that's important. Congratulations, yes.
Congrats to that. But, I mean, I like Chris Drieger, don't get me wrong. And he has some very off games. And, I mean, going back to what I said, they had, key word here, had Vitek Vanacek. And what they do? They gave him right back to Washington for some draft picks, I'm pretty sure. So, excuse me, but... I mean, if I was the GM Seattle, I would have been like, all right, give me Carey Price. Forget about his cap space.
I absolutely would have taken Carey Price
even at that point, Marc-Andre Fleury was not officially moved to the Chicago Blackhawks until after.
Yeah, you could have gotten him too.
You could have gone and said, hey, Vegas, give me Marc-Andre for Carey Price. You could have used Carey Price as huge trade bait. to make this team even better. But instead, they're like, be gone.
Yeah, essentially.
And I mean, I don't even. The biggest name I think that's on Seattle right now is Jonas Donskoy.
Yeah, and Donskoy's been killing it.
And Donskoy's been red hot.
But look, listen, this all leads back to Giordano and why they shouldn't give up their captain, who they just got. Don't do it, Seattle. Don't screw up again.
Seattle make better choices.
Yes. Next player. Let's go to Philly. This player, I probably wouldn't be surprised if they moved him, considering the fact that the Flyers have been dreadful lately. And as a Ranger fan, personally, I love it. But no, in all seriousness, Claude Giroux has been rumored a lot. And listen, he's the captain of he's been the captain of the Flyers for a really long time. Now, could I see them moving him? If the Flyers keep up the pace they're at right now, I honestly could. I could. I know he has like some type of no trade clause.
Yeah, he's got a no
anything like that, or he's going to be a free agent after the season's over anyway. But even still,
it still doesn't seem right, if you get what I'm saying. Because
no, it doesn't seem right. You're getting rid of a long-time captain of your franchise.
Exactly, and they're getting rid of Claude Giroux, and getting rid of Claude Giroux is going to be a big issue. I mean, but you look at who they have now. They have Cam Atkinson off of that trade with Jacob Voracek.
Yes.
Which, I mean, that was big. They still have some key players. I mean, they didn't get much out of the Nolan Patrick trade when he went over to Vegas.
No.
But, I mean, still getting rid of Claude Giroux is just random.
Yeah, I mean, it is random, but I could definitely see it happening if the Flyers continue to be on this losing mess that they are right now.
Yeah.
I mean, again, obviously firing Alain Vigneault did not help your cause, and they just ended a 13-game losing streak, for crying out loud. Yeah. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? And wasn't it an overtime win?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay,
but anyway, it's Philly. There's not much to say with them and what they're going to do.
Exactly.
Honestly, if they get rid of Giroux, it's just a part of the rebuild.
Yep, pretty much. But I could definitely see him being used as trade bait. Next player. Jonas Korpisalo, Columbus. This is definitely a guy who I can see being on the move.
This is a guy who should have been on the move this year. He wasn't supposed to be with Columbus at the beginning of this year, but we all know what happened.
Yeah, I think Neil was
sort of
we were talking alluding to it when he joined us on our last live stream, that I think who was in pursuit for him? Did Neil say there was a specific team that was on the market for him?
There's a few teams that are on the market for him, but I mean, the thing with Corpy is he's very inconsistent.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
When the Columbus Blue Jackets got him, they wanted him for a few years. They've had him for more than a few years now, and they're ready to give up on him. They have a fantastic goaltender in Elvis Merzlikins. They have very solid backups in Berube, Tarasov, Graves, and Johnson.
Right.
If we see them get rid of Korpisalo, I could see it come to the part where they will bring up somebody like Tarasov, like they have because of COVID and whatnot. And I mean, Tarasov's played fantastic.
He has. Absolutely.
But when it comes down to it, it's what are you going to get for Korpisalo? What is somebody willing to give you? Maybe a second round, a third round, a second round at best, maybe a third round, maybe a bottom 4 forward, maybe a bottom defenseman. I don't know. It's just
I would definitely say more of a defenseman than anything.
Columbus needs defensemen, even though they won the Seth Jones trade. Hot take, but it still doesn't matter. You do have good defensive players. I mean, yes, you have Werlinski, Boquist, Jake Bean, Vladimir Gavrikov. I mean, those guys are good, but the these other bottom two defensemen that you have, which I'm not even 100% sure on their names, they're not going to help as much as you need help defensive wise, because without defense, your goaltender is literally stuck doing everything. And I mean, we've seen it this year with Merzlikins. We saw it in the game we watched, the live stream we did with Calgary.
Yeah, when they got absolutely destroyed 6-0.
They got absolutely destroyed 6-0. But the shots on goal were like 57 or something.
Yeah,
like
Merzlikins made like what, 60 saves?
Yeah, it was like 60 saves or something like that. That right there, yes, there was no defense, but also you could tell Elvis was doing what he could to better himself as a goaltender.
Absolutely. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But Corpy's definitely a person.
Corpy's on a move. I don't care what anybody says. Corpy's on a move. Yeah. I mean, he's grown on me as a personality off the ice, but it's just I see him going somewhere else.
Yeah. And speaking of guys who I want to see go on the move, Phil Kessel, Arizona Coyote. Just get this guy out of here. How he's been with this team for so long. How? I mean, more power to him. I'm sure he wants to help the kids, but your team has 10 wins. Do you really want to stay there?
No, but
get rid of him.
No, but here's the issue with Arizona. They get rid of their prime forward, Connor Garland. They get rid of their goaltender, Aiden Hill. They're trying to reconstruct this team, but they can't reconstruct this team around older players such as Phil Kessel and Jacob Chychrun.
True.
And I mean, with both Kessel and Chychrun both being rumored to trade, what do you have left to rely on in this team?
I mean, besides Clayton Keller, I mean, there's nobody.
But Clayton Keller's their franchise boy right now.
Yeah, he's an all-star this year. That's probably the lone bright spot of the Coyotes season.
Do you right there go and blow up the whole team other than Clayton Keller and build a team around Keller?
That's what I do.
Or do you go and you find a top-tier defenseman, try to trade for him, and then build around that? Because at this point, even if you were to get a goalie even if they were to pick up Jonas Korpisalo, just for example,
right, and
build around Corpy, they would probably still be better off than where they're at now.
No, that's definitely a good option. I would like to see them do that, but yeah, Kessel, you got to get your ass up and out of there, boy. Too. And as far as Chychrun is concerned, I'm sorry, Austin, go ahead.
I was going to say, and that's going to bring us to the next one, the one I really wanted to the Vegas Golden Knights, Tomas Hertl.
Yeah, we'll talk about Chychrun in a little bit because he's another guy on trade bait. But Tomas Hertl is the name that I'm a bit surprised with, but at the same time, I'm not.
I'm not surprised only because Hertl was supposed to be moved during the offseason, and he wasn't for some reason. But Tomas Hertl is one of those players that on ice, he does a lot, but it's not recognized. But off the ice, he does a lot.
He can definitely bring a lot of value to a cup contender. I'm not saying, look, the Sharks, to me, they're a playoff team, but they're nowhere near close to being a cup contender anytime soon.
So especially with San Jose right now, I feel like they're in the middle of like cup contender and rebuild. It's kind of like right in the middle.
Yeah, it's kind of like
not even cup contender. They're in the middle of playoff contender and rebuild.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they have Couture, they have Burns, they have Carlson.
Old man Brent Burns.
But, like, they can't do what they did with Pavelski.
No. Or they miss Joe Thornton, though. They absolutely miss Jumbo Joe.
No, they miss Jumbo Joe and they miss Pavelski.
Their
worst thing. Look
what Pavelski's doing for the Stars.
Exactly. Their worst thing was moving Pavelski to the Stars.
Ugh.
Losing Pavelski to the Stars was a big deal, and they tried to build the team around Couture. which just doesn't work. Yes, there's a lot of players from the same team from the team that took them pretty far.
But that took them to the final against the Penguins in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Couture's still on the team. Burns is still on the team.
But yet you still can't. They're all getting older.
Yes.
So you can't rely on them as much. That's my 2 cents.
No, it's fair, but look, I was just a bit surprised to see Tomas Hertl on trade rumors now. Like, at this point in the season, I'm surprised he hasn't been moved sooner. That's what I meant to say. But I'm also not surprised because I could definitely see him being on the move. Next guy. Let's talk about the Flower. Marc-Andre Fleury.
The Flower.
The guy who's going to retire at the end of the season, and now all of a sudden he's trade bait. Really? Yeah. Why?
So the reason here is pretty simple.
The Blackhawks are terrible.
It's pretty simple. He wants to go to a cup contending team.
That's why he wants to go out on a high note. I get it.
He wants to go and win a cup on his last year. That's why the Washington Capitals made such a high bid for him.
Yeah.
Rumor is that
they did at one point. They did at one point have Henrik Lundqvist before his open heart surgery, but unfortunately that didn't work out. So yeah, it's a bit tough. It's tough with Fleury because I really like him. I really want to see him win at least one more cup before he retires. So it would make sense. But the question is, who?
But you obviously haven't heard the rumor.
Oh, wait. We got something here?
There's been a few rumors floating around.
Uh-oh. Tell me more. I'm interested.
Rumor was a second round in TJ Oshie.
Oh, yo, if the Caps give up TJ Oshie, I'm done.
I mean,
done.
But the thing is with Oshie right now, he hasn't played much this year because he's been injured.
I get that, but still, I mean, Oshie's
yes, but
Oshie's awesome, dude. I love TJ Oshie.
I get that, but look at what Vegas did to Alex Tuch. Tuch didn't get to play at all this season, and then he got traded after he had.
Now all of a sudden he's in Buffalo, and along with Krebs, and now look what they're doing.
And look at what they're doing. Exactly. It's just these teams don't care if they know they can get better. They will give you away whether you're injured or not.
No, but that's fair. I mean,
in my opinion, they should do like they did when the Robin Leonard trade went through. Goaltender for goaltender. It was Subban for Leonard. They should give up Fleury for either Samsonov or Vanacek. But I mean,
if I were them, I'm giving up Vanacek.
I mean, yes, but no. Vitek Vanacek has much better looking stats right now. Only because he's played more games, but Samsonov he's a very on-off player.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. But hey, we'll see. But I would like to see Fleury win at least one more cup before he retires.
I would like to see him come back to Vegas.
That'd be nice too. That'd be really nice too.
I'm really about to call up Kelly McCrimmon to be like, hey,
about getting Fleury back.
Let's get Flower back.
Can you make that happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, let's go to Montreal now. This is a player that you've been high on specifically, Austin. Am I correct?
A little bit.
Talk more about him. I'm curious.
So the thing with this trade right here with Montreal is they're in a high decline. So nobody on their team is safe right now other than the two that everybody would think of, Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki.
Yeah, right.
Even Brandon Gallagher is not safe at this point.
Yeah, I know.
But seeing fourth on this list be Ben Sherratt,
yeah, that
is a problem.
Yeah, that's a major issue.
Because Ben Sherratt is fantastic.
Oh,
you give him the right team, and he will go open a can of whoop ass no matter what.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely no question about it.
I mean, pretty much everybody that we've talked about, you put them on the right team, and they will open a can of whoop ass.
Oh, yeah. But Ben Sherratt, that was.
There's not much I can say.
Yeah, no. I mean, look, there's not much you can say about the Canadians anyway. They're dreadful. They're one of the worst teams in the NHL this year, and it doesn't look like they're going to get any better this year. So you're right. Nobody's safe, but Ben Sherrod is the one that really, really surprises me. I mean, I don't see the Canadians moving him.
I mean, I would have said a lot more if it would have said somebody like, I don't know, Cole Caulfield or Nick Suzuki or, Carey Price.
Jonathan Drouin.
Right now, even Drouin's not safe.
Exactly my point. But no, Sherrod's staying put in my opinion. Next player. Let's go to Boston. Jake DeBrusk.
I mean, Jake DeBrusk has been in trade rumors for the last 3 years now.
Yeah.
Just get rid of him already. I'm tired of hearing his name come trade deadline.
Like, you're holding up this long. What are you doing? I understand you're probably waiting for the right offer, but what exactly are you waiting for? A couple of first-round picks? Come on, man. What are you doing?
Not even Jake DeBrusk isn't even worth a couple first rounds. Maybe a second and a third, but that's it.
That seems fair.
And then that brings us to Dallas with John Klingberg.
Yeah, we're going back to Dallas. John Klingberg. I
mean, I get it because of how old he is, but he has not shown any signs of slowing down.
No, he hasn't.
That's the issue. No,
he's not. I mean, that's really surprising to me that he would be. Look,
but I get it.
He's still relatively young. He's 29. But I agree, he's not getting any younger, but he's still a young player.
But I can understand why, though. Think about it. Braden Holtby's probably going to retire soon.
True.
Hudobin's probably going to get traded. Who's that leave as your goaltending?
Fair.
And getting rid of Klingberg and his large contract he has, because I'm pretty sure it's pretty large, that right there would open a reasonable amount of cap space up for the team, which would allow them to be able to work and try to get somebody like, just because we talked about him earlier. Jonas
and by the way, Klingberg signed a 7-year, $29 million contract.
So you do the math.
To be exact, $29,750,000 in 7 years.
Do the math. So do the math on that. What's that a year?
$4.25 million a year.
So right there, that's going to open $4.25 million in cap space. That gives you enough. That gives you enough to try and go sign somebody like Korpisalo, or if you don't even trade him away, re-sign Anton Hudobin.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it seems with them.
Yeah.
And I mean, Dallas, they've been on a tear as of late.
Yeah, they have.
But what does Dallas like to do come playoff time?
Yeah. Yeah, nothing more needs to be said.
They like to go.
Exactly.
But
So I'm just, again, it really is. It's going to be interesting what Dallas does. It's really going to be interesting. And last but not least, we talked about him earlier, but let's go more in depth. Jacob Chychrun of the Arizona Coyotes. This is a guy I could definitely see on the move.
So just because I know this for a fact.
Oh, okay.
There have been multiple teams to contact Arizona and offer former first rounds and an upcoming first round.
Ooh, interesting.
Teams that I can think of that have current first rounds and like teams that have good former first rounds and a current first round that's reasonable are teams like Chicago, Columbus. Because, I mean, Columbus has Cole Sillinger, Adam Boquist. You have teams like Chicago who have Kirby Dach, Lucas Reichel. Some would even say Alex DeBrincat. Which, if Chicago got rid of DeBrincat, so help me God, I will go to Chicago and slap Stan Bowman.
You would go in the management's office and riot.
I will go find the management office of the Chicago Blackhawks, and I will slap Stan Bowman personally, not only for trading away DeBrincat, but for trading away Boquist and trading away Fleury and Nylander and all these players that he's fucked up because he doesn't know how to use them.
I mean, this pretty much proves that Stan Bowman is an asshole.
Well, yeah, we've known this since the beginning. Stan Bowman's a fucking cuck.
Well, as if it didn't solidify it enough. But again, that's just me. Well, no.
I digress.
Chychrun, it'd be interesting to see where he goes. I have heard that the Rangers were in on him, but they, I think, dropped out of the race, so they're not in pursuit for Chychrun anymore. Which I would have liked Chychrun on the Rangers, but you know what? It's all right. I don't think we really. It's not a necessity that they need Jacob Chychrun. But look, Chicago would make sense. But I wouldn't trade DeBrincat for him though. That would just make. I mean, if you trade DeBrincat for Chychrun, I mean, all hell breaks loose right there.
I mean, I wouldn't even trade him for Lucas Reichel. I would try to give them somebody like, I don't know, Kirby Dach and Seth Jones or somebody.
See, that would make more sense. I mean, I like Kirby Dach, but if you're going to use him as trade bait to get Jacob Chychrun, I just don't see why you wouldn't do it. Absolutely. But look, bottom line, this trade deadline is going to be very fascinating.
But the thing is, I want to continue with the whole Chychrun thing.
No, sure, go ahead.
The thing is with Jacob Chychrun is he's older. He's like in his
23.
No, he's not.
Jacob Chychrun is 23. Yes, he is.
Bullshit.
I'm serious. Hold on a minute. Am I looking at the wrong person here? Am I going crazy? Yeah, no, he's 23. What are you talking about? How old do you think he was?
I thought he was in his 30s. Jesus Christ.
No.
So time out.
He's 23, dude.
Time out.
Oh man.
But no.
The things you find out on this show.
But no, I was going to say, Chychrun's older, so getting rid of Seth Jones would hurt. But now that I'm thinking about it, if he's young and he's got all this talent and whatnot, let's keep Seth Jones and let's get rid of somebody like, I don't know, Calvin DeHaan. Give them somebody good in a first round, and then just throw DeHaan in there. That's all we could ask for, because I mean, I don't like, this. I don't like Seth Jones with Chicago, but at this point, if you can get him a good teammate to back that lineup, you'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
And I mean, Kirby Dach, he's not. I got to watch him play out in Rockford in one of his final games out there, and I mean, he's okay. He could have used more time in the AHL, but Stan Bowman refuses to send him back down.
Gee, I wonder why.
I mean, you could easily say, "Hey, I want to send Kirby Dach back down, and let's bring up Lucas Reichel." But for Stan Bowman and everybody over in the Chicago Blackhawks organization, that's hard for them.
It really shouldn't be that hard, but okay.
No, it really shouldn't be. And I mean, the points per game show. Exactly. And that's just me, but I mean, I could also see them pulling something crazy because, I mean, they said two former first rounds. I could see if you're Chicago, I could really see you pulling a fast one and getting rid of Fleury with that.
Ooh, oh boy. Yo, could you imagine the alarm bells that would go off if that happened? I mean, damn, that would be just unfreaking believable. But no, listen, it absolutely would make sense for Chicago. And if I'm Arizona, I'm on the phone with them immediately saying, hey, let's make something work. Obviously, things with him are not working in Arizona. We want to send him to at least a better team where we'll have a better support system. Not to say that Clayton Keller is a scrub, because Clayton Keller's might be on his way to being one of the best players in the NHL in the future. That's how good he is. But even still, he needs more than Clayton Keller. He needs help. Arizona ain't doing it for him. So it would make all the sense in the world for Chicago to do something. I really hope they do. For your sake. Because I know that the Blackhawks need all the help in the world right now. But no, listen.
They could use a lot.
Exactly. But now, listen, dude. Again, bottom line is this trade deadline going to be very fascinating stuff. And again, we just hit February, so we'll see what happens.
We just hit halfway through the year, too. So
Not even halfway through. We're about a month in. If you're talking about halfway through the hockey season, then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're halfway through the hockey season, and we're only 7 weeks away from trade deadline. So anything can happen right now. That's all I'm going to say.
Key word right there. Anything. What are your thoughts on this list here that we just read, and who can you see leaving and who can you see staying? Let us know on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at BottomLineWM6. And do not forget to use hashtag BottomLine. And as always, thank you so much for listening and watching. If you like what you saw and heard, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that bell so you don't miss an episode. And check out our new jerseys right there. There you go. Again, if you're not watching on YouTube, go check social media and you'll find out what we've been hiding for the past 3 months.
And we keep telling ourselves, if enough people want them and stay, they'll buy them.
Yeah,
we will put them out for you guys.
Yeah, no, we absolutely will. Absolutely, you never ever know. And again, we're just getting started here. And we got more big plans for this show this year, even more.
I hate to be this guy, but these are just the prototype jerseys. we could. I'll be real. We could go bigger and better next time.
No, we could. You're right. And we shall see what we can pull. Dude, we can pull off anything at this point.
We could pull at this point.
It's gonna be very, very interesting. Very interesting. But again, let us know what you think of everything. Again, subscribe on YouTube and all audio platforms, include Jimmy when searching for this podcast. Again, let us know what you think of this list and who you think should stay and who you think should go. For Mr. Taco, I'm Jimmy Fedizzi. This is the Bottom Line Podcast. See you in the next episode. Peace and take care.